It's Wednesday, the 3rd of February. My name's Juan Brown. You're watching the Blanco Lirio channel, and I want to do an urgent broadcast, almost an emergency broadcast of the Blanco Lirio Global Aviation Network. It's about 11:20 in the afternoon Pacific time. Last night, we lost yet another UH-60 Blackhawk helicopter on a routine training mission in Boise, Idaho. This makes 2 Blackhawks down within a 2-week period under similar circumstances, training missions at night in marginal weather. I would like to take this opportunity as an aviation influencer to suggest to the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the U.S. Army, and I know it's a bold move, but this is it's a very common thing. It may already be happening. The Joint Chiefs of Staff of the U.S. Army and the U.S. Army Air National Guard to do a 24-hour safety stand-down of the entire UH-60 Blackhawk fleet in both the Army and Air National Guard and get to the bottom of what's going on in these 2 accidents before we lose a 3rd one. These safety stand-downs are pretty standard procedure in the U.S. military, and during this safety stand-down is a great opportunity to discuss what little we know about these accidents among all of you operators and maintainers. Bring the maintainers in on this safety stand-down as well, and then get your instructor pilots out there in front of the rest of the crew, and let's go over and discuss all of your operating procedures in icing conditions, in night conditions. I want a complete systems review of everything you know about the Blackhawk icing, anti-icing system, if it's even available on the Blackhawks or has been disconnected. I don't know the status of that at this time. We don't know if these accidents are icing related, but this is a great opportunity to review those procedures and review those limitations, and also a great opportunity for those in leadership positions to consider, are we mission hacking this mission too hard to get these training missions completed in these marginal weather conditions? We don't know if icing was a factor at all in these 2 accidents. In the case of the Rochester accident, there was a very highly experienced instrument instructor on board that aircraft, and that evening they were practicing night vision goggle proficiency in their UH-60 Blackhawk aeromedical aerovac helicopter. We don't know exactly what the training mission was with the Boise helicopter. The Boise helicopter crashed near Lucky Peak, and Lucky Peak is located at about the 6,000 foot elevation just east of Boise, between Boise and Arrow Rock Reservoir, up there in that great urban trail system just east of Boise. This time of year, icing always presents a threat to aviation. Typically, if you get ice on your airfoil, your stall speed increases. In the case of a helicopter, where the blade is rotating, this leads to retreating blade stall. Retreating blade stall in a helicopter results in a serious vibration, and if left unchecked, that can lead to loss of control of the aircraft. The aircraft will pitch up and roll over. In the case of a helicopter, to alleviate this retreating blade stall, you've got to reduce the angle of attack on that retreating blade by letting off of the collective pitch. Reducing the collective, thus reducing the angle of attack and recovering the airfoil. Another problem with operating helicopters in icing conditions is the possibility of rotor droop. The airframe of the helicopter accumulates so much ice and so much weight of ice that the engines, even at a full power, cannot maintain 100% rotor RPM, and the rotor RPM begins to decay or droop below 100%. Another thing investigators will be looking at, of course, is could this have possibly just been a simple case of CFIT, or controlled flight into terrain? Could this have been exacerbated with the use of goggles in the case of the New York flight? So please, I think it's high time for a 24-hour safety stand-down on the entire UH-60 fleet and see what we can do to get to the bottom of this, not let another one happen. I'm tired of losing friends. In the Army and Air National Guard to what appears to me to be completely preventable accidents.